Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
And this is the Viewers Anonymous podcast. What's going on with you, Brody?
Can't call it, man. Still above ground, so that means it's a good day, man. It's a good day. Don't have to work this weekend, so I'm glad about that. Well, how about yourself, man? Everything good?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm actually freezing cold right now. I got off work, start cutting grass, and yeah, by the time I got done cutting grass, I had to go grab my kids real quick. And then as soon as I got back to the house, it was time to pod. So, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I smell like factory grass and sweat. Yeah, man, I'm living a rough life right now in the air on, so it's a little chilly in this bad boy. But other than that, man, I'm doing great, man. I finally feel like my old self again. You know what I'm saying? I done shook off that sickness, and I'm good, bro.
That's good, man. That's what's up, man. But yeah, I remember them days, man. Trying to get dude. I had to run to the store. I had to run home, get the boys, run to the store.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go get some food and shit. Like, dude, I literally just got done eating some Zaxby's before we started. So it's like, man, I was just trying to get a lot of stuff in, man. The interstate was backed up like hell. Fridays are terrible, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. But yeah, I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling. But listen,
so Zaxby's is like Popeyes, like down there, or do y'all got like? I mean, I know it ain't. Y'all got Popeyes down there. I'm saying, but like, is it like that?
It's more like it's funny. I'm about to say this,
KFC,
but nah, it's more like Cane's in a way.
Oh, that's horrible.
But that's the thing, though. No. See, they're not, because we had this conversation. I can't remember which podcast we had it on though.
Mm-hmm.
Like. Cane's, like, they only got their sauce. They don't have nobody else's sauce, and it's just the chicken strip and fries. Now, the Zaxby's is different because, I mean, they got a Zax sauce, but you can get ranch, barbecue, all that type shit. And, like, they have salads, and they got celery and shit to go with their wings, because they got regular wings.
Yeah.
So all types of shit like that. They got boneless wings. They got the regular kind of wings. So, they got way more stuff than Cane's, but they're famous for like they chicken fingers. You know what I'm saying? And they seasoned fries. That's why I said Cane's.
Okay.
But yeah, it's dope though. I like Zaxby's, man. You know what I'm saying? They was on that shit today. Cause sometimes they hit you with the seasoned fries, they don't put enough seasoning on them. This time they got me right. They got me right today.
That's what's
so
up,
I ain't mad at it.
So my girl put me on right to this place called Chili's. And it ain't the restaurant Chili's.
Oh,
it's like a little chicken joint down here called Chili's, right?
Uh-huh.
So I ordered some chicken wings from there because she only get like the chicken strips. So all I had was really the chicken strips. So I get some like a big thing of chicken wings from her, and then I got some chicken strips for myself. But she get hers plain, and then you know what I'm saying, she add everything else on top of them. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, actually dip them bad boys in some barbecue sauce. Man, let me tell you something, bro. This is some of the best chicken I've ever had in my life. Do you hear me? I'm talking about chicken wings, fat. I ain't talking about them little cheap chicken wings you get, you know what I'm saying, from the local chicken wing spot. No, these bad boys was fat, bro. These are some of the best chicken wings I've ever had. And I was eating that shit cold.
Damn.
Yeah, man, that shit was fire.
Hey, while we on the subject, yes, I'm gonna be that guy because I know what you're about to say. Because people used to say this to me. So now they changed up their batter. It's not what it used to be a couple of years ago. But you wanna know who has some fire chicken fingers, dude?
Who?
Texas Roadhouse, my guy.
Really?
Yes, now I know. Yeah, they a steakhouse. All the bullshit.
I'm not real privy to Texas Roadhouse like that.
Like people used to get on me. They be like, "You ordering chicken fingers at a steak spot?" I'm like, "Yo,
man,
these bad boys banging though."
I'm not mad at you because I go to Applebee's and I order whatever I order, but I also get chicken tenders on the side, bro. So I'm with you.
Dude,
Applebee's got some fire chicken tenders, and they fries is primo.
Hey, people be sleeping on them, man. The last time I went there, like, dude, they had the all you can eat joints.
Oh, the riblets.
What?
Come on, man.
And you can go back and forth from the riblets and the chicken.
Come on, bro. Don't play with me, man.
Man.
You know I know. Hey. You know I know. Don't play with me, brother. Hey, listen, Applebee's is my spot, bro.
That is too fucking funny, bud.
Real,
dude,
man.
Applebee's is where we used to go after football and basketball games when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like our spot, like after the games and shit. I didn't go all the time because you know what I'm saying. I used to, like I told you, I worked mornings in high school, so I'll play a game Friday night and be like, I got to be at work at 7:00 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to go all the time, but yeah, we used to go to Applebee's all the time when I was in high school.
Hey man, listen, you know what I'm saying? I know we older and everything, and you know what I'm saying, the internet would like to you know what I'm saying, make you feel like less of a man to do this, but I'm telling you, if you really want to know if your girl down for you, go to an Applebee's date. And if she don't complain and she ride with it, that's the one for you, bro.
Oh, we already did. Well, the thing is,
no,
like,
I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm talking just to all the men.
Oh, just in general.
You know what I'm saying? Women too, if y'all like Applebee's. But listen, if you want to know if your partner is for you, take them on the Applebee's date. That's the one. If they too bougie to go to Applebee's, you don't want to be with them. Because first off, I'm gonna tell you why. There's two things. Applebee's has great food. Even though everybody try to play it, nah, man, that ain't da. Forget all that. Applebee's has great food. Also, you can get drunk at Applebee's. And I mean, you can get drunk at Applebee's. Just know that.
All I'm going to say to that is try the Smurf.
The Smurf?
Yes.
I don't know if we got it here, but I'm definitely going to recommend it next time.
Hey, get the Smurf, my guy.
Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that shit.
It comes
from the bar. It comes from the bar.
I usually go Long Island iced tea, and then I'll go. I do 2 Long Island iced teas, and then I just go like Corona the whole way out after that. But if I'm feeling real fancy, I'm going margarita. You cannot go wrong with an Applebee's margarita. They be strong as hell, man.
Listen, I got some stories, my guy. We'll say that for like 15 minutes of fame or something.
Yeah, man.
We'll say that.
Yeah, man. But for right now, man, let's get into what we watching, man.
Let's go.
What we watching? So, go ahead, my guy. I'm gonna let you. You got it, man.
All right, man. So I actually watched this probably like a month ago, and because I was sitting there thinking, like, well, what have I been watching? And a lot of the stuff I've already mentioned, because there's been a lot of TV shows. Some of them are still going. Like I'm on episode like 9 of this one, and so I was like, man, what I've been watching, and I forgot, dude. We have been slipping. The thing is, I watched this movie with the old lady, and I just forgot to even mention it to you. So a movie dropped on Amazon Prime, you know what I'm saying, with the beautiful Kate Beckinsale called Joke, my guy. And like what Joke was about was, so she basically had a bad temper, right? So they went through all of these different therapists and all this type of shit to try to figure out, because her temper was so bad that she was just like straight up like almost kill a person. So they came up with this thing, this machine to put on her, and she got the button to it. Every time she's about to like whoop somebody's ass, she hit the button and it sends like this voltage to her and it calms her down. So she ended up meeting this guy. And so it's one of those situations where, you kind of fall in love on first sight. He smashed, and like she wears like the things on her back, and like he just, and like everything was cool. Like he didn't have a problem with taking all the things off, all this little shit. So he banged, give her breakfast in bed, all this type shit. So she head over heels for the dude, and then the dude get killed. So now she like, fuck the bullshit. I'm going and I'm taking all these motherfuckers out that damn killed, you know what I'm saying, the dude that I just kind of quote unquote fell in love with. So the whole movie is about her tracking down these people who killed the dude that she liked. Because the thing is with her, she felt that she could never be in a relationship with somebody because she felt that she was just misunderstood with this whole having to wear this. It's not a bodysuit. It's more like what do you call those things? It's the things that like they have in like the hospitals where like when they check in your not your pulse, but it's these patch things. So she got these patch things that go, you know what I'm saying, on her shoulders, or like all the way down her back and the stuff like that. Like I say, she keep a little remote thing to hit the thing so it'll send her the voltage to calm her down. So she felt that she could never be in a relationship because nobody would understand that. And so this dude understood it right off the rip. So she really, really liked this guy, even though she only spent like 12 hours with the dude. So she would talk to her therapist, and to her therapist would be like, you need to, let it go, boom, boom, boom. Now, there's a twist to this movie. I cannot believe I did not tell you about this movie. There's a huge twist. I'm going to save it. I'm not going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But jokes, man, it was a really, really good movie. She got back to, you know what I'm saying, similar to her Celine type of shit when she was whooping ass and all that type of shit. So yeah, man, you need to check it out, man. It's on Amazon Prime, man. It's called
Good old Kate Beckinsale.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. You said it's on Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime.
And what is it called again?
Joked. J-O-J. Yeah, like a boat. Joked.
Oh, Joked.
J-O. Yeah. Yeah, J-O-L-T.
Okay, cool. So for me, man, I've been watching a lot of Netflix, you know what I'm saying, late nights, trying to find something to watch to go to sleep. You know how the game go. But I stumbled across something that has piqued my interest.
Oh shit.
So I come across this docuseries, man, that's basically talking about UFOs. And they talk about, you know what I'm saying, everything from, you know what I'm saying, hidden documents, you know what I'm saying, stuff that's been revealed, stuff that's connected to presidents and government entities and different places in the world, different times, you know what I'm saying, in history. So what I'm talking about is top secret UFO projects declassified. And it's on Netflix. I was about to say YouTube, but it's on Netflix. And I'm talking about, man, they get into it. They talk about how they was connecting with UFOs in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. They talk about how, you know what I'm saying, like some stuff with MK Ultra is connected to it. I mean, like it's getting good, man. It's getting real, real good. I am currently, let me see where I'm at right now. I'm currently in episode 3, and there's a total of 6 episodes. So if you guys are into, you know what I'm saying, government cover-ups, government conspiracies, UFOs, aliens, all that, you know what I'm saying, space, all those kind of different things. They talk about how the Cold War was also a battle between USA and Russia to also get to space, everything else like that. They talk about landing on the moon, like all kind of good stuff, bro. So if you into that, I'm telling y'all now, go to Netflix, watch Top Secret UFO Projects Declassified. It's on Netflix. It's in the documentary area. It's great. I'm telling you, it gets super, super interesting. And then I find out that a lot of the stuff that they talking about is right here in my hometown, of course. So I'm super into it now. So
Man,
I'm
what the
sitting
hell?
here. I'm sitting here, I'm laying on the couch and I'm watching it, and then I look up. I said, "That shit say Wright Pat Air Force Base," and I rewind it, and it damn sure said Wright Pat Air Force Base. And then right after it said that shit said Dayton, Ohio. I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "Let's get into it. Let's find out what's going on around the corner." So yeah, man, I'm super excited about that shit. So I've been watching it to see if you know what I'm saying, we got aliens around the corner from where I'm at, man.
And then you want to know the sad part about it? I actually been to that damn Air Force. That's fucking nuts, dude. That is nuts. This world is so small.
That's how we first seen each other in person.
How we. So I got a question before we get into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interested in watching the Many Saints of Newark?
That's the Many Saints of Newark?
Yeah, Newark, like Newark, New Jersey. That Soprano story.
I don't know.
It's coming on HBO Max.
So confession. Not gonna lie, guys. I never really watched Sopranos all the way through.
I mean, that's why I asked because I never got into Sopranos. So it's like
I watched a little bit of it because you know what I'm saying. I had some family members who watched it. Some older cousins and stuff who watched it, like The Wire. Like I never really got into The Wire. I'm not really one of those people that get into like hood stuff like that because I've been there, done that, and it's like, yeah, I don't really want to glorify that. But then like the Sopranos thing, it kind of intrigued me, but then again, it didn't. But like anytime like HBO has a show like that, I end up getting into it like super, super late. Like when Oz was the thing?
Yeah.
I ended up watching Oz like super, super late. And then I had to stop watching that after a while because it started to get too real for me.
Now I would just because like I need to talk to somebody who actually watched The Sopranos to be like, because I think what this is, and we can get started, but I think what it is like I think it's before the show started. I think it's showing you like how everything. Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's showing you how everything got kicked off, and then it's kind of like then the show Sopranos is, you know what I'm saying, where they pick up from after this movie. That's what I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I was just wondering. It comes out on HBO Max on October the 1st. So like it's coming up pretty soon, and I was just like, you know, because I really watched almost. Now I'm not gonna watch that new Clint Eastwood shit that just came out today. I'm not doing that, man.
You know what we missed?
What we missed?
Monica Lewinsky story.
Yeah, but that ain't on HBO Max though. But FX. Yeah, but I got FX, so I might have to go back.
That's what I want to find. That's what I'm interested in seeing, my nigga. Fuck the Sopranos. I need to know what's really going on with the real mafia, the American government. I want to know what the scandal was. Monica Lewinsky, she is a national treasure, and she needs to be kept secret at all costs. We cannot let nobody find her because she knows stuff.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
You know they put that in the trailer, bro. Oh, I was so hyped.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh man, that had me hyped. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm watching that shit." So yeah, that's the you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my next what we watching. I'm going to watch that, and I'm telling y'all now. Next Friday, I'm going to report back and let you guys know how the Monica Lewinsky story happened and what was going on in that joint. But I'm telling y'all about this because I think the world needs to see this. This is a story we've been waiting on. They wanted to give us James Brown life story and all these other people know what happened with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. And why wasn't Hillary doing it? That's what I want to know. Let's see if they unpack that.
But you know they ain't unpacking that, but oh man. Yo, we on the road.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So listen, there are things that I actually look forward to, especially when it comes to this podcast. I can't wait to hear your opening on this damn movie, man. Like
right, let's
you
get
gave a preview.
let's get fucking started.
You gave a preview on the coming soon.
Yeah.
I need to hear this, man. I need to hear this because we almost went like right there. It was about to be like a double feature, boy. We was about to go into the shit like for real.
Yeah. And I'm
soon.
gonna tell you why, because I had watched it the Monday before. Literally just watched it, like fresh on my brain. Let me tell you something. I wish that I could find the Men in Black beam thingy and erase that shit from my memory. Man, listen. For those who've already seen the title, for those who are already listening to this, man, you already know the movie that we're talking about is Malignant. It's the movie that was released on HBO Max. It was September
last Friday.
What was that? What date was that?
That had to be the day the 17th.
So that was the 10th.
10th, yeah, because 9/11 was Saturday.
Because September 11th was Sunday, right?
Saturday. It was Saturday. Yeah, so it came out the 10th.
So it was the 10th. Okay, so September 10th. It was released September 10th, 2021. Came out on HBO Max. It was the trailer was you know what I'm saying, misleading.
The trailer was dope as fuck. The trailer made me like,
it was misleading. It was very misleading. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what. Yeah, you're right. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? It had you on edge. It was like, man, what could possibly be having this woman so nervous like this? And then, you know what I'm saying, they had the shock and awe factor in there. The trailer was great. And then you watched it and you was well, if you anything like me, you was confused for most of the movie. And then outside of that, you was just disappointed at the end when you found out what the hell was really going on. So this movie is about a lady named Madison who is basically with an abusive husband. He slams her head into a wall. She starts like profusely bleeding from the back of her head. And then like, okay, this is my first beef. When he slammed her head into the wall, right? She had a huge ass dent in the wall. But it didn't look like he slammed her head that hard. I more so thought like he slammed her head and punched her in the stomach, because that's what I thought she was doing. Now, she was pregnant in the midst of her getting her head slammed into the wall. After that, all of a sudden, this creature appears out of nowhere and kills her husband, and attempts to look like it kills her. Then basically she wakes up a couple, I guess, days later or whatever, finds out that she lost her baby. Her sister is there. Nobody even knew she had a sister, but her sister popped up out of nowhere. So the cops are trying to figure out what's actually going on. And then all of a sudden, all of these people start dying by this same mysterious figure that we seen kill her husband, that we thought killed her. Then later on down the line, we find out that the mysterious figure, dun dun dun, yes, it's her. It's her the whole goddamn time. So, where do I begin? I already started with the husband. So yeah, she killed her. She really wasn't her for real, but she had this cancerous tumor that ended up being like a extra person that was growing out of her brain into her back or some shit like that. And his name was what the fuck was his name, bro?
Oh damn, what was his name? Gabriel.
Yep, thank you. So they it was named Gabriel, and then the doctors at the hospital that she was at the time basically did an emergency surgery on her. They chopped all of Gabriel's limbs off, and instead of chopping Gabriel up and killing Gabriel, because if they would have killed Gabriel, then she would have been quote unquote brain dead. They pushed Gabriel back into her skull, mended it shut, and they basically doctorized her up to forget Gabriel. So, yeah, that's pretty much the summary of what this movie is. So, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trashing this movie the whole way through, bro. So, where do we begin?
Okay, this is where I'm gonna begin.
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all gonna try to start the movie off and give me House on 100 Hill vibes? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It starts off with this thing is sitting up on the hill, this building. It's just like, yo, like, why y'all trying to start this movie like House on 100 Hill? And so then they go in, and then you still got like House on 100 Hill vibes because it's like, okay, this doctor's talking, and all of a sudden, you know, we can't stop it. And then no, this was the absolute worst acting I ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
When they was sitting there talking, and it started talking through the radio.
Yes.
And this motherfucker said, "It's trying to communicate with us through the radio." I'm like, yo.
Bro, that shit was so stupid, man. She tried to shoot. Okay, first off, she shot at it. Now, this is my thing. Okay. Knowing what we know now. Okay, knowing what we know now. Was that the tranquilizer gun or was that an actual gun, like a rifle?
That was a tranquilizer gun.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, and because remember they end up hitting, you know what I'm saying, hitting it and, you know, putting it to sleep. Mm-hmm. My whole thing was, it's like, so you take Gabriel out with the body parts, chest, all that type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Push the head back in, because like you said, if they would have cut the brain, because their brains were connected, so they couldn't technically get rid of Gabriel. But my thing is, when she went to go talk to her mom, because she told her sister that she was adopted. So she told her mom about what was going on. She started showing her these home videos of where Gabriel was a imaginary friend and shit that would call her on the phone and shit. And it's like, the fuck? Like, bitch, you don't remember none of this shit? Like, you don't remember?
And that's why I was confused at, because so remember, you know what I'm saying? This is, so you went like far into it. Okay, so
oh, my bad.
No, you good.
Nah, we can go back.
When she get out the hospital, right? After she done seen her husband dead and all this other stuff, she get out the hospital, and the sister bring her home.
Mm-hmm.
So she like, nah, you know what I'm saying, I can't lose my house, because if I lose my house, then I'll have nothing left, blah, 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 blah. She finally gets into her house. And then when she gets into her house, she started like locking all these doors and shit like that. And she feel the mysterious black figure coming back and all this other shit. But this is the shit that pissed me off, okay? When she was seeing the killings, she was basically supposed to be asleep, which she really was asleep. But she was supposed to be like, I'm thinking this shit is like she at home sleep, watching all of this shit because he connected to her like telepathically, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking like, oh man, this is like sci-fi thriller shit. So I had got excited at first because I'm like, this is dope. Now, everything that he doing it backwards. Like his body is backwards. So like, if you guys haven't seen this yet, like imagine somebody running, but they backpedaling. They backpedaling with their arms facing the other way, moving forward. So all of this shit is weird off rip. So every time Gabriel goes to kill somebody, she's basically visioning the whole thing. So it gives you this illusion that she's, you know what I'm saying, like connected telepathically with Gabriel or whatever. And she's lost at the time. She don't know that this is Gabriel. Right? She lost. And then so she's seeing Gabriel kill all these people. Now, the two police officers, Kikoa and Regina, they're basically, you know what I'm saying, looking after her, but also they're on this trail of solving these other murders, because now all of a sudden the murders that happened at her house are happening in all these random places. And her and her sister are trying to tell them, hey, she's seeing these visions at night, and these people that are dying are in these visions. So that's how that started. And then we get to the part of what you talking about.
Yeah, and like my whole thing with her actually seeing what's going on is like, how is she seeing it from the view that she's watching it?
Yes.
This was weird. It's like, how the fuck could you see it from where you seeing it from?
Yeah.
And then the other thing that got me was, and well, not that they got me, but like to go along with what you were saying, the random killings were all the doctors that were still alive that did the surgery on Gabriel. The very first person that Gabriel went after was Dr. Weaver. Dr. Weaver was like the head doctor. She got all of these awards and shit for her surgeries and all of this shit. So he goes over to kill her, and then this motherfucker goes and kidnaps, which we didn't know at the time, but end up kidnapping his mother.
Yep.
Well, they mother, or whatever, how you want to call it. And so locked this motherfucker in the damn basement.
No,
and what tripped me out?
Not locked.
Oh yeah.
Hung this motherfucker up in the basement.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But no, in the attic. I'm sorry.
In the attic. Yeah. Jesus.
So, but then what kills me is this motherfucker pick out a whole outfit. You know what I'm saying? Get the gloves, sharpen up the knife and shit. And it's just
took the sword off the award thing that it used to beat somebody to death.
Yep.
Sharpened it up and used it as a it's the same weapon that Raphael had. Whatever them things is called, that's what Raphael had, bro.
Exactly.
This motherfucker turned into a Ninja Turtle in real life too. Don't forget that part. The shit the stuff that this monster was doing. How was that possible, bro? How? Like, dude. when did either of them learn karate?
That we don't know. Gabriel,
where did this monster learn to fight from?
When this monster has been locked up for over a decade.
Mentally, bro. Like, literally, like, no fresh air, no nothing, bro. And because her husband decides to be abusive and smash her head in, now this motherfucker comes out of nowhere and is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, kung fu, and jeet kune do, bro. And I'm talking about this motherfucker is extraordinary. I'm talking about dodging bullets, leaping over file cabinets. I'm talking about doing flips I'm not talking about regular flips. I'm talking about sideways roundhouse kick flips over stuff without the back of the body or anything touching the file cabinets. I'm talking about jumping off of walls, lifting up hospital bed. Like, this thing is amazing.
Dude, I'm still trying to figure out how in the hell I had to rewind and look at it again. When the second doctor got killed in his bed.
Yeah, and he was stabbing him in the face.
How the body, the legs was.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't even explain this shit.
No,
it was like so backwards, and then
no, it wasn't. I'm gonna explain it to you because I finally understood it when it finally changed into what it changed into in the cell. So, okay, so when it was sitting on top of the doctor, right? You know what reverse cowgirl is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just want to make sure. Because this is what I'm using. It was sitting reverse cowgirl, but the arms broke backwards.
Yeah.
And that's how it was stabbing. That's how it was sitting, and that's how it was stabbing. So when I finally paid attention to what was going on, and that's the first thing that clicked in my head, I'm like, oh, this shit is wild. Like, this motherfucker. But remember, I told you, because when they was in the precinct, it kicked off the wall. But it didn't kick off the wall going back. It kicked off the wall going forward. And that's what threw me off, because the kneecap was still bent right. It just went forward. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it went backward, but for it was going forward. So that's why I was talking about that one time. Like, man, the stuff that it was doing in that precinct, bro. I'm like, there's no way, bro.
Okay, now the precinct was actually, to me, was the best part of the movie.
Oh, 100%. The way it was killing all them officers with guns.
Yeah, that was dope. But the jailhouse scene, that was the worst.
That was my favorite scene.
That wasn't mine. I was like, this shit is to me. To me, that shit was trash. That one lady got on my damn nerves.
Hilarious, bro. She's
sitting there throwing everybody.
How do you let her throw you into the killer, bro?
I'm like, like, come on, And then when it was showing the body breaking and shit, I was
that's why I said that. To me, that was my favorite scene. So look, all right. So where did we leave off at? You got the killer. Then
I know where we at. So she told the detective guy about, you know what I'm saying, her visions, all this type shit or whatever. And so then remember the detective guy got her file, and then they showed the picture of the little girl, and they like generated it to what she would look like now, and it's the same girl. So he was like, oh shit, she's the hospital patient. So then he got to looking and seeing who was next, or who was still alive amongst those doctors that, like I said, it had killed 2 doctors that used to work at that facility. So it was 1 doctor left. So he goes over to that doctor's place. And then that's when Gabriel had already killed the motherfucker. It was still in the room. And that fucking chase, my guy. When that motherfucker was jumping down that damn fire escape, the way that it was jumping down that fire escape, because I'm sitting there looking at it like, so it jumps out the window sideways, right? Jump out the window sideways, and then starts falling down to each fire escape one by one. I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting here like completely lost.
The officer is chasing this motherfucker, and the oh my God, I can't even get it out. The scene that really made me mad was the officer was chasing him, but the hallway scene when it was backpedaling and it went around the corner. How do you not catch that? How do you not catch him? He's backpedaling. You mean to tell me his back pedal is faster than you running?
Yo.
Like, bro, how did you become an officer?
Yo, it's so funny you brought
that up. Did you skip training?
Yo, when that motherfucker hit that corner.
Oh my God, bro. That's how I found out what was going on. When I seen that hallway scene and he was running, he was backpedaling and he hit that corner backpedal, I was like, oh, this is different. Like he beat backwards. I was confused the whole movie because I didn't even know he was backwards until that scene.
Yo, that shit was crazy. So it chased it. Now, I will say, you want to talk about his training. When that motherfucker was about to stab him in the face, and you know what I'm saying, he moved to the side and gave him the knee. Goodness. He put up a good fight. He just ain't got no speed. But he was able to track it down, and then it went down to supposedly there's this underworld like city. It's like this under the city type of city thing. So it ran down there, and then they had another little.
How did it know to go through all that though?
Well, remember, that's where they got the mom at. Remember?
I mean, I know. I'm just saying though, like, but they wasn't born in.
Nah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because remember, it kicked the thing out, knowing where it was going. It kicked like it wasn't a window. It was more like it
was like a wall.
It was sort of like a window.
It kicked through a wall, bro.
Well, that was the second time.
I'm talking about period. I know. I'm talking about period. I'm kicked through a brick wall.
And then went through it backwards, running.
Yes. Like how strong is this thing for real in real life, bro? Like the fact that it kicked through a brick wall with ease.
Yeah, like 2 kicks, boom, boom,
And
through the wall.
it was blowing light bulbs out.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't understand that either. How it could blow out all the light, but everywhere it went, it did that.
And talk to radios.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, okay, like what's going on here?
Man.
Then no, the crazy part was, so they at her house, right? See, now the cop guy, he's convinced.
Mm-hmm.
But I closely encountered this thing. Like, she's not lying.
Yeah.
like, there's this ugly face motherfucker running through here with a fucked up teeth, like killing people. And but it's connected to you somehow. So we need to figure this out. So they bring the psychiatrist to come over and talk to her to try to open up her memory. So she's telling the whole story about how Gabriel, this, that, all this type of shit. So then the police about to leave. And like the police, like they're working with her. Like they're on her side. Until her fucking mom, who's up in the attic, broke free
and fell through the fucking floor, bro. You talking about comedy? You talking about straight comedy, bro. Like, I'm talking about everything is going right. You about to make it in life, bro. And then boom, she just fall through the floor. Everything changed up on her, bro.
Everything changed up. Now she's in the back of the police car.
Regina looked up like, oh, nah, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing this at all, my G. Then they go up there and they see the suit and they see the little weapon.
And the glove, everything. So they like, man. She was like, when I tell you, because see, the funny thing is, though, is how the damn, the corner girl, like, is really feeling the damn detective guy. And she called her Miss Lonely. Yeah. So, but the thing is, he's feeling Madison. Not Madison, but Madison's sister. Madison's sister, Sydney. So, she, like, his partner, like you would say, Regina, she knows, like, dude, you always caught up with some girl, somehow, some way. There's always some girl that you got your eye on. So you just blinded by this girl because you don't want to say she's part of it because you feeling the sister. Right. And so she's finally like, see, I told you, man. I told you, like, the whole time this didn't feel right. So then they got her in the motherfucking interrogation room. And motherfucker Gabriel causes unknown.
He destroys all the light bulbs first.
No. Well, yeah. Because
all the light bulbs first, then calls dude's phone.
Yeah, and then he puts it on speaker. And then and she just sitting there with this damn look on her face. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because when they was sitting there before the lady fell through the ceiling, she was like, so you trying to tell me the person that's committing these murders is your imaginary friend? I'm sitting here like, because see, at this point, you don't know yet.
Right.
So I'm thinking like, y'all telling me y'all made a whole movie about somebody imaginary friend actually killing people.
This is the thing. It would have been way better if that would have been the actual thing. That would have been 1,000 times better than what we actually had to deal with.
From what we got, yeah.
Yeah.
Because now look, there might have been a movie that thought of this idea and I just never seen it. But I'm like,
oh no, Paranormal Activity.
Man, look.
Remember Toby was the girl's best friend. Remember that?
Yeah, but she was Toby.
No, in this one she was Toby.
Man, listen.
In Paranormal Activity, Toby was the ghost.
Yeah, he got in her.
Well,
I don't remember that.
Toby never took over a body. He was just killing niggas and impregnating them. You don't remember that?
Man, listen, I ain't seen Paranormal Activity in so long, man.
Hey, man, listen. When I seen that one when they was the kids, when they was the kids, and then I seen all of them for real because I had all of them on DVD too. But the one where they was where the people went to the house to go see it, and then old girl walked outside and the witch's coven was out there. That shit was spooky as fuck, bro.
Hey, you know it's crazy when you say spooky.
No,
like,
for real. Because like when she opened the door, they was all outside with like they look like they look like they was doing the Christmas carols and nuns outfits.
oh my god,
They had
man.
candlelight and everything, bro.
Hey,
Go back and watch it again. You'll see when you see what I'm talking about. You ain't gonna do nothing but laugh when you see that shit.
Hey, with you saying that gives me the visual of, I don't know if you watched it, the American Horror Story that was on Roanoke. Like it was like some of the same shit. Like they had went outside and it was like all these goddamn I was about to call them tree people. But all these people like from the woods and shit, like just standing out there, just looking at these motherfuckers, like it was just like weird as fuck. That was a good season. That was a good season.
I'm gonna have to watch that one. I'm gonna have to watch.
But damn, what was I at? So Gabriel calls on the damn cell phone, and then they like, we don't give a fuck. We still locking you up, bitch. Like, so they put him in the cell. And so that's when we already talked about the cell scene. That was your favorite. It was my least favorite.
No, let's talk about that because
man, look,
we ain't get into it for real. So my homegirl just go in there. She's sitting down. She ain't bothering nobody per usual. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when the fresh meat come. Fresh meat ain't saying nothing. Just want to find a place to sit and keep it cool. But nah, you got that one person.
Well, it was two though.
No. But girl, the one with the mullet started it. First off, she got a mullet. So you ain't even supposed to be talking to nobody. You supposed to be trying to figure out how you gonna fix that mullet first off. So she got the mullet, and then she just get to messing with old girl. Then here come the black girl, and that made me mad because she following the chick with the mullet. So they jumping her, they beating her up. You know what I'm saying? They getting busy, they taking her out. The next thing you know, Gabriel was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna fight back? Don't you worry."
Hold on. Before you go there. How do you, as a female, we need a female on the show.
We do.
How do you rape another girl when you're a girl? Like, you forcefully eat her pussy or something? Like, I don't get it.
I don't even want to know. Bro. I ain't gonna lie
like, what is
it?
Like, what really is it? Like, what are you really doing? Like, when it comes to the dudes, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I ain't with it, but I get it.
No, not at all. Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so what are you doing? Like, you force, cause you're not gonna force her to, you know what I'm saying, to eat you out. The bitch gonna bite you. Like,
definitely not gonna do that.
But what difference does it make? You can just get the same person that's been doing it. Like, I don't know, dude. I just don't get it.
I mean, like at that point, it's a power thing, bro. Like that's all that is. That's a power thing. But see, I've heard that there's like multiple ways that they do it. Because I listen to like all these weird podcasts and stuff, so I've heard about stuff like that. If you guys have never heard the Star Brim podcast, I forgot what Keeping It Butte with Star Brim. She talked about a lot of stuff that was going on in women's prison. If you guys don't know who Star Brim is, she is one of Cardi B's best friends, and she had got locked up for some stuff like I forgot what it was, but she had got locked up. She had ended up getting out. Her and Cardi ended up getting back together, kicking it and doing their thing or whatever. But Star was like, she was a real deal. So when she was locked up, she was talking about some of the stuff that was happening when she was locked up.
Yeah, Gabriel said you ain't fighting back.
Huh?
Oh, I was just where you was. You said Gabriel said you ain't gonna fight back.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Gabriel, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, you ain't gonna fight back, then don't you worry, I'm gonna handle it. So, you know what I'm saying? She get to screaming and the lights start, more light bulbs get busted, and then she stands up. And when she stands up, this is the dumbest reveal in a movie I've ever seen in my life. She gets to grabbing the back of her head with both hands and literally ripping the skin from her skull apart. Or that's how it looked. But that's not what happened. No, Gabriel was coming out to play. And her head was cracking open so Gabriel's face can show. And after that, the arms and the shoulders broke and the elbows broke. And then they faced backwards. and Gabriel is back, and Gabriel starts letting everybody in the holding cell have it. Now, my question is, where was the guard at? Where was the guard at? Why was the guard not there at all?
The chick with the mullet was calling the guard.
Calling, bro.
But all this noise, all these women in here screaming, and not one CO, officer, nothing pop up.
Man, look.
Then, when one finally do, he starts shooting. Gabriel grabs the mullet girl to use her as a shield.
Use her as a shield, bro. No, don't forget she stumped somebody's head in.
Yeah, which they was a little too quick because the face kind of smashed before the foot got down there. But that's besides the point.
I seen that too.
You saw that too.
I seen that too. Yeah.
Yeah, the face was smashed before the foot got down there.
Yeah, she was tossing people left and right. Then she bent over and broke somebody's neck. She ripped something out of somebody's body. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
The black girl got a neck like a side of her neck ripped off.
Come on, fam. Really?
But
you that strong, you snatching off the you snatching out clavicles, my G? Nah, man. Nah, bro.
Shit, muscle tissues, all types of shit.
Yeah, man.
And so she bangs the cop head up against the damn railing, takes his keys. Well, Gabriel takes the keys, get herself out. So she's like, fuck the bullshit. I need my suit back.
Yeah.
She goes in, get her damn suit back.
And the weapon.
And the gloves, everything. And then that's where my favorite part comes. But that motherfucker when when I come to the rating, this is 98% of the rating. Because this was the best part to me, was the best part of the damn movie.
For me, the holding cell scene is 99% of the rating. If it wasn't for the holding cell scene and this scene, I'm telling you right now, this scene for me is 1% of the rating. Because I was confused about this shit too. Like, how is this motherfucker doing parkour and fighting at the same time and doing capoeira? All these different fighting styles and using parkour to beat all these cops.
And don't forget about, you know what I'm saying, she put the Neo in the jail cell. You know what I'm saying? She did the whole Neo when Neo did the whole thing when in the first Matrix when and it was so funny because when he was standing on top of that building and he said, Trinity, like, what do I do? And then the agent started shooting at him, and then he did the little thing where he swung back the left arm and then swung back the right arm, and he dodged the bullets, and then the one bullet went through his pants. Like, he pulled the whole Matrix move in the jail cell when before the cop had got there. Because I think it was the mullet chick that she had. See, I keep wanting to call it she because it's a she. Like, it's Madison, but I keep saying she when actually Gabriel took over, and Gabriel's a dude, and so, you know, Gabriel was the one who did the whole Matrix move. So I don't know, man. Like, for me, I get what you say. I understand everything you're saying. I do not understand how they're able to figure out all these moves and all of this type shit. Like, it's for the unexplained. But at the same time, just the way that it ran through all of these cops, when all of these cops are shooting at this motherfucker and it's dodging all of the bullets.
Right.
Didn't get hit by one bullet. I get it's impossible, but as far as the action and everything, to me, like, because these parts are kind of combo because they happen back to back.
Right.
But like this, what would you say? I don't know, 8 minutes. This like 8 to 10 minutes.
It's probably that holds that from the holding cell to the precinct lobby. That's probably about like 12, 15.
Yeah, about 12.
It's
this
a little
12,
bit longer.
Yeah, this 12 to 15 minutes was by far the best part of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
and then it's kind of like you start underground, and then this is the breakthrough when it breaks through the ground, and then it goes back into the ground again.
Literally.
Right after that, because the sister Sydney had called the cop, telling the cop that Gabriel is inside of her and all this type shit. So she's at
home studying film at mom's house.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I gotta bring this up.
What the constant back and forth of VHS tapes? Who the fuck still has VHS tapes around this time, bro?
That too, but older people hoard stuff, so I'm not too mad at that. Because look at her mom had her mom had everything in there, yo.
Yeah, I'm not talking about her mom. Where did everybody else get a hold? Just how they just randomly get a hold of these tapes, bro? Because it wasn't just her mom; it was the cops. They had them. Dude up the street had some tapes. Then she had to sneak into the abandoned shop to find the rest of the tape. Like, where did these tapes come from, bro?
Man, file cabinets, damn.
Man.
But come on. This might be. I know some people are gonna think that this was dope, but to me, this shit was so trash. So Sydney gets to the hospital, and there's a cop there. It's like, yo, you can't come in here. And she's like, yo, I'm with Detective Shaw. Well, Detective Shaw ain't with you, so you can't come in here. And then he was like, my pacemaker. And like, so she's like, are you having a heart attack? Gabriel made the damn pacemaker and the damn cop explode. My God.
Come on, bro. I know, man. I know.
I'm like, yo.
Trust me.
I'm like in this shit, yo. Like,
I already know.
This motherfucker exploding damn pacemakers in people's chests. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, listen, this motherfucker been locked away, bro, since they was kids. Then just all of a sudden, randomly, this motherfucker know how to work iPhones. This motherfucker know how to get telepathic with radios, bust light bulbs, parkour, capoeira, Jeet Kune Do. Come on, man.
But this is the thing, though. This thing, they share brains, so it knows. It's gotten knowledge.
Yeah, other iPhones and all that. That's cool. Yeah. How did it learn martial arts and parkour?
Yeah, that part. Yeah, because she didn't know nothing about that shit.
And then the whole time he been killing these babies?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
The whole time it was feeding off of her fetuses.
Look, Gabriel is sick, bro.
No. This is the worst part of the whole movie, though. We find out the whole reason Gabriel's doing all this shit because moms gave them up for adoption, my guy.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Come on.
Because he was trying to kill the mom, and after he killed the mom, he was gonna kill. I bet to call this motherfucking Kate. He was gonna kill Madison.
It's like I'm sitting here like,
and then killing himself in the process. He's just gonna take everybody out. He ain't care.
You doing all of this whole revenge shit because your mom gave you up for adoption. It's like,
exactly.
Yo, what you said, James? What's his name? Juan? Not Juan. Yeah. Wan? Yeah. What up?
No, you're right, James Wan. You blew it, sir. You took something that could have been great and you blew it. You M. Night Shyamalan this.
He did, man. He did. And what's so crazy is he is, he's a part of the whole Conjuring shit.
That's unfortunate. He shouldn't be after this one.
How did you dude?
Bro, this was worse. This was worse than Velocipaster, bro.
Man, look. At least Velocipaster had a damn plot.
Come on, thank you.
It
was a stupid one. It was stupid.
It was stupid.
But it stayed in, it wasn't nothing that was just coming out of nowhere. You was like, wait a minute, how did that happen? No, we knew what was going on from beginning to end in Velocipaster. And was it horrible? 100%. But it was a good type of horrible. This was the worst type of horrible.
The whole time you really mad about you. Now, the doctors that you killed, I get it. You pushed me inside of somebody's skull.
And you cut me up.
Yeah, you cut my body off.
That.
You cut my body off and you put my head in her skull.
But to go kill your mom, no, my G?
To kill your mom because she gave you a
and your sister?
Yo.
She was 15. She didn't know no better. She was looking for help from her mama.
And then Gabriel tried to kill the sister before she was even born.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, man, this shit. Yo, I was sitting there looking at it like, yo, this set horror movies back again.
Yes, it did.
It's like, how in the fuck did y'all fuck this up? Like, we was on an okay run. You know me. I'm more 80s, 90s when it comes to horror movies. Well, kind of 70s because, you know what I'm saying, one of my favorite ones came out in 78. Mm-hmm. But, like, I'm more, and, oh, man, then one of the GOATs, you know what I'm saying, came out in 73 and The Exorcist. But, like, you could, like, this is what y'all came up with?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you trying to tell me the plot twist is that Gabriel's mad because it was put up for adoption?
Right.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. That shit right there, I was so mad. And then Madison figures out how to take back over Gabriel and made it seem like Gabriel had shot the sister, but it really didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, I'm taking back control. And Gabriel's like, I'll be back. And she's like, well, I'll be ready for you when you come back. And then she locked this motherfucker in a jail cell. Like
a mental jail cell.
Yeah, a mental jail cell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the sunken place.
Right.
I'm like, man.
This is stupid, man.
Get this shit the fuck out of here, yo.
You ready to do the fire flames? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I can do this in the fire flame. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let's get busy.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
So, man, I'm going first. I'm sorry, bro. I got to do this. One. Absolute one. I'm not about to explain nothing else. I'm not about to go into detail. One. That's it. I was going to give it a 0.5, but that 15 to 20 minutes was all right. So, one.
Dude.
That's it. That's all I got for you. One.
Dude.
Uno.
I'm at a... Dude, I am at a 1.5, man. Listen.
Oh my God. You gave it a 1.5. Oh, okay.
I gave it a 0.5. Look,
how did you get to that?
Well, I mean, come on, man. That I told you, man, that 12 to 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That 12 to 15 minutes, it got me. It got me. But no. This, and then the crazy part, dude, it is so hilarious. I love following these damn horror groups. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's talking about, oh, have you seen Malignant yet? Oh, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen, and all this shit. And then somebody put down, if you don't like this movie, then you're not a horror fan. I'm like, yo, I guarantee you,
no horror fan because this shit was stupid.
Dude, I am a horror fan, and you out your goddamn mind if you think this damn shit is great. Man,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
We need to start another group, horror fans against Malignant, because this shit is trash. It was trash, bro.
It was so fucking fucked up, man. And then, dude, this movie, I talked about this before. A movie that they hold at high regard is Rosemary's Baby. Came out in the 70s. Got your girl in it. Farrell.
Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow.
Yeah.
My guy. I sat there and watched this 2.5 hour fucking movie when the whole damn twist is just the fact that she was pregnant with the devil's baby. That was it. Like,
did she go into labor?
I don't even remember because I fell asleep on like 3 times trying to finish it. And it was just like, all it was like she just had basically a complicated pregnancy, and there was a whole bunch of eerie shit that was happening. And then you find out at the end that it's Satan's baby. So this was horror.
Do you even get a chance to see Satan?
No. It's like,
never mind, because I'm about to
like,
this
is what's
get pregnant by Satan, but never mind. I know how she got pregnant by Satan.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's dumb as fuck. But this dumb. It's dumb. 1.5. I'm sorry. 1.5. Y'all said y'all that shit ruined. Now they lucky. James is lucky that Conjuring 3 did what it did.
James lucky I can't find out where he lived. Cause I got some choice words for his ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll be out on his porch knocking on his door. Why you make that movie, bro? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that to the rest of these folks out here? Knowing good and goddamn well that shit was stupid. Wasn't nothing artistic about that movie. That movie was pure stupidity.
Yo.
You got a cancerous tumor that turned into a person that they cut out and cut in half, stuffed the rest into her skull, and it took over the person. Now, like, come on, what are we talking about? The movie is called Malignant. I'm thinking that it's about to be like this random cancer that's just taking over the town and killing everybody off like cabin fever or something. No, this shit is stupid. Yeah. It's a cancer that took over this lady's body.
Yeah, man. It's time to cut out the cancer.
And it just kept saying that. That's why that's another thing that had me thinking. I'm like, oh damn, maybe I was right. Like, it's time to cut out the cancer. Oh, so this is the imaginary friend that you know what I'm saying, that seen her when she was in surgeries. Maybe she had cancer or something when she was a kid, and they messed her up. I don't know. And they didn't do none of that. They messed this movie up. That's what happened.
They definitely messed this movie up.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, because they had me excited. The trailer got me. Trailers usually don't get me like that, but this one definitely got me. So
yeah,
that's why I'm disappointed about the most. Is I was hyped. I was actually hyped to see it.
I seen the trailer on HBO Max. Because remember when you was like, yo, you watching Malignant? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm watching that shit. Like, yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah, because we was excited. Because we was like, because I said, before we had finished that podcast, because we had talked before the podcast, we talked about Kate and Malignant coming out. Mm-hmm. And you was like, yo, boy, it's going to be a good weekend. Yeah. I'm going to watch this one Friday night. I'm going to watch this one, this day. And then I watched this shit and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Man, I was sitting there looking like this mother. My mom was like, what's wrong? I said, this movie's stupid. I said, listen, they lucky I had to watch this for a podcast, because if not, I thumbs down that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thumbs down that movie. I unthumbs down it and thumbs down it again.
But we needed this though, because we've been saying we haven't had a rating this low.
This is the first movie that we've actually had.
That's
not necessarily okay. I don't think this is the first, because we did one where we actually hated the movies. But this is one where we didn't intentionally hate the movies. We actually watched this and literally hated this movie. So Malignant gets the Viewers Anonymous Most Hated Award. Fuck this movie, man.
You ain't lying. I would never watch this shit again.
That's just stupid. I'm blocking that shit off my HBO Max. Wasting my goddamn time. Bro, I'm mad, man. You know how much stuff I could have watched that day, bro?
Hey, this motherfucker said I'm blocking it off of HBO Max.
Bro, listen, when I finished that movie, bro, I said, I can't wait to hate this movie. I'm telling you, I can't wait to hate on this movie. This is stupid.
Oh, shit. That is dope.
I don't recommend this movie for nobody. If you can stomach it, watch it. And maybe you can hate it with us, but outside of that, if you like this movie, something wrong with you. You sick, man.
Oh man, that was funny. That was fun.
Good.
So, man, coming soon, man.
Coming soon, bro.
Coming soon. Coming soon.
So we don't have it coming soon.
Yeah, we do. So we doing our documentary for the month.
That's right.
It's something that I will have to definitely watch it again. Because it's a lot of information, and there was a lot of shit that I learned that I did not know. And it's so crazy because a new documentary just came out about him and Muhammad Ali. But what we're doing is who killed Malcolm X.
Yep.
It is still unsolved to this point because
they found out who did it in this one.
Well, that was a person that they zeroed in on.
No. Go when you watch it again.
Person?
No, listen. When you watch it again, pay attention toward the end. That's the person who did it.
Oh, yeah,
but he did. But that's the person who did it.
Well, yeah, remember, I guess
that's what everybody was talking about around the city. They was like, "Man, you mean to tell me all these people knew who did it and then nobody do nothing?" So it's more to the story than what we really know. But I can't wait to watch this again.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. I need to watch the new thing too about the relationship between him and Muhammad Ali and how their friendship broke apart.
I'm gonna watch that too. Definitely, I got that on my list. So okay, listen. When you watch this, right? How did you watch this?
The first time I watched it solo. Me and Uncle Washington talked about it on the Stolen Time podcast.
I remember.
Because the great thing about, man, I wish I was still alive. Because this would definitely be
perfect.
I would have to figure out how to look. I'm just gonna leave one of my phones with you or something and teach you how to do this shit. Because he would have had to be on the spot.
Have to set it on the wireframe and sit it back, man.
Yeah, man, he would have to be on the spot. Because the crazy thing about Uncle Washington, dude, I said this at his memorial. Like, Uncle Washington is the dude from the Dasaki's commercial. He's the most interesting man in the world. Because Uncle Washington was down the street when Malcolm X got shot, and people started running down the street saying, like, yo, Malcolm X got shot, and he went to that ballroom when all those people was outside when Malcolm X was getting pulled out. Uncle Washington was there, my guy.
Yeah, man.
In the crowd somewhere. So, yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a fun and definitely interesting to watch again.
Hey, listen,
like you said, I'm gonna have to watch that new one.
This right up my alley because you already know I said it multiple times around you and on multiple podcasts that Malcolm X is like one of I don't want to say mentors because he never actually had a chance to mentor me, but I definitely mold my life and my thought processes around the teachings of Malcolm X. And I've been, I don't even want to say infatuated because that's a crazy ass word to use, but I've been intrigued with Malcolm X ever since I was a child. I wrote a paper on Malcolm X, a report on Malcolm X in 6th grade. And when I tell you, like, I was into it, like I looked up and searched and found all the information I could, made sure I had my paper out, and my teacher, because I didn't have a printer at the time, I had to email my report to my cousins at my aunt's house, and then they printed it out for me. My cousins printed it out for me, and they had the web address from the email on top of the paper and on the bottom of the papers. And I literally did the cover. I literally did everything on this report. Literally wrote this report out and everything. I saved it and everything. And when I tell you, my teacher, Miss Jenkins, 6th grade, I went to Dayton Urban Academy. She told me, this is the first time I ever heard this word. She told me I plagiarized my report because it had the address from the email on top and the bottom of each of the papers. And I tried to explain to her what happened. I even gave her the disc to show her. She still gave me an F on this report because, listen, this was the greatest report I've ever written. 6th grade, I promise you, bro. She told me I plagiarized it, and I hate her to this day for that. So, Miss Jenkins, if you're out there and you're hearing this, or you know anybody know Miss Jenkins, and you give her this, Mark Robinson still hates you. So, outside of that, though, I've always followed Malcolm X after that, man. I've been super intrigued with Malcolm X. I've read all of his biographies. I watched the movie constantly. You already know that's one of my favorite Denzel movies. That's my guy, bro. Like I don't play when it comes to Malcolm X. I actually got into it with a lady at Walmart. Real quick story. I got into it with a lady at Walmart because I was working for DirecTV, and she came to ask me because I guess she thought I worked at Walmart. and she asked me, was the Malcolm X DVD in there? And I was saying I wasn't sure because they got like the $5 bin.
Mm-hmm.
So she was saying some stupid stuff about how Martin was preaching peace and all this, and Malcolm was teaching hate. And I was like, excuse me? And I almost lost my job over this. And she was like, yeah, I want to show my students how da-da-da. I said, I'm not assisting you in that. I said, because that's not what Malcolm did. So we got into it back and forth, and then I was explaining to her how after Malcolm took his Hajj to Mecca, that when he came home, his views on Islam changed, his views on America changed. Everything that he started doing actually changed because when he was on Hajj to Mecca, he actually ended up with a white family that was Muslim. They were European Muslims, and they helped him throughout everything. They showed him the way to do certain things, all kind of stuff. So he actually learned from, like white Muslims. So once he learned that, he started to see like it's more than just what's going on in America. So when he got back to America, his view changed on how Muslims should be carrying themselves, how they should be doing themselves, the way Nation of Islam, was carrying themselves and doing things. So all of that kind of changed. And that's another one of the reasons why he actually was getting excommunicated from the nation as well. But I ain't about to go into all that. I just, wanted to drop that real quick. So just to let you guys know, I am huge on Malcolm X, bro. So just know I'm about to get in my bag on this one.
Oh, you got to, man. Like I did, like he's your guy, and like I did with what was it, Judas and the Black Messiah, man. Chairman Fred Hampton, man.
Yeah.
Fred is my guy. So
yeah.
I had a great time doing that movie, man. So
yeah.
it's gonna be good, man. Because
that's what I meant to ask you, bro. Did you ever watch that 85 South Show when Chairman
Fred
Fred
Hampton Jr.?
Oh my goodness, bro. He was getting busy. Man, he was getting busy.
He was. Yeah, I seen that. I definitely seen that.
So man, we getting into it. Who Killed Malcolm X? Is it still on Netflix?
Yeah, it's a Netflix thing.
Okay, cool. So it's still on Netflix. Y'all go check that out. Also check out I forgot what it's called, but I know it's something about, is it Blood Brothers? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something.
Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali.
Blood Brothers, yeah.
Malcolm X was actually there when Muhammad Ali decided to convert to Islam. He was one of Muhammad Ali's best friends at the time. So, man, listen, when y'all hear the information and see the things that was going on at the time and actually, get into this, it's going to be very enlightening. I never seen this. I just want to let you know this now. I listened to it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I didn't see it. I listened to it at work.
Oh shit! I watched it.
No, I never watched this. I just listened to it. This is how into it I am. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So that's why that was my question of asking you, like, how did you see this? I've never even seen this. So this is actually going to be my first time watching it. This will be my second time listening to it, but this will be my first time watching it. So I had my phone plugged up at work. I set it on the table, and then I have my headphones in, and I'm listening to it as I'm working. So yeah, I can't wait to really get into this one, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So can't wait to see you guys next Tuesday. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. Make sure you guys stay listening. You can find me on Twitter at Scoots Bronson, Instagram _TV. Also, make sure to check out my other podcast, 15 Minutes of Fame. And I'm working on something for Isolated Society. I'll have that information out very, very soon. Make sure you go check out the 4-3 pod. We dropped our first episode September 15th. We had a hell of a time, man. It was laughs. We got to talk football. You can never, ever beat that. And then the best part about it, we was amongst friends. We was amongst family. So it was a dope time, man. But you can go check us out at official 4-3 pod on Instagram, and then 43_pod on Twitter. And right now we are on Spotify and Pocket Cast. I believe that's what it said. So those are the only two platforms we're on right now. So if you got Spotify, go check out the 4-3 podcast. And then if you want to follow us here at Viewers Anonymous, make sure to just go to @ViewAnonPod on Instagram or Twitter. You can check us out there. And if you want to check us out on Facebook, we are the VA Pod Watch Group. Can't fail, man. We everywhere and anywhere. And then of course, Viewers Anonymous is also on all available podcasting platforms.
That it is. You can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and Twitter. It's the same handle. At 28 minutes or less pod on Instagram. 28 minutes or less on Facebook. Nothing new out right now, but you still can go check out the last pod I put out. I entitled it Remember Me 9/11. Did the movie Remember Me, and also my experiences of 9/11 and things that I remember and stuff like that. So that pod is still out. So go check that out. And as well, like he mentioned, go check out that first episode of the 4-3 pod.
For sure, man. Also, man, real quick, shout out to Jamar, shout out to Seed, shout out to E. Carter, our co-host on 4-3. Man, we had a hell of a time, guys. It's so much fun doing this podcast. It's so great to talk sports amongst people who actually like sports and know sports as well. So, yeah, man, every Wednesday we'll be dropping. We go live. You can check us out at Scoots Bronson TV on YouTube, or you can check us out at Distinctive Drip Studios on YouTube. We post up on both of those as well. If you want to check us out, if you want to check us out live, go to Scoots Bronson TV. If you want to check out any of the replays, you can also go to Scoots Bronson TV or Distinctive Drip Studios. Also, shout out to our guy Jamar, man. He just dropped a new show with at @so_Carm. I think her name is Carmen. Her full name, well, her real name is, well, I don't know if it's her real name, but I think her name is Carmen. They just dropped a new show on Distinctive Drip Studios YouTube page as well. So I just want to shout them out, show them some love. But make sure, man, y'all can just go support the whole squad, man. Shout out to First Class Podcast. Shout out to the Link Entertainment. Shout out to the 28 Minutes or Less podcast, and shout out to the Stolen Time Network, man. My man got a whole network out here, bro.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I wanted to be a whole network.
You know what? It's gonna be a whole network, brother. It's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Keep working towards that. You got it.
Hey, that's the thing, man. You know, I was talking to Casey. I was like, look, I ain't trying to steal the whole thing, but I was like, man, I already got the name. I said, look, I got the Stolen Time Podcast Network for the podcast, and I said, man, we were doing the music. I was like, man, this could be Stolen Time Productions. I was like,
listen, let me tell you something. I'm telling you this right now. When you ready to do it, bro, Viewers Anonymous is the first podcast going on Stolen Time Network, bro.
Hey, if we could get it to there, you know what I'm saying? That's the goal, man. Like,
I want to see all my guys win, bro.
Man, I am the same way, man. Like, I always say this because, like, out of all of us, man, like, Jamar is the you know what I'm saying? How do you put it?
He's the guy.
Yeah, like he's the highest. I don't know if I would call it the highest rated, but like, you know what I'm saying? He's been
the most successful thus far.
Yeah, and there's no hate. There's like, yo, I want you to win.
It's
like,
amazing to see what he can do, though, man. Like, I didn't know that he had the background of like graphic designing and all that dope shit. So like when he said that, I was like, oh, like he went to school for this shit. So like now that I've seen all the stuff that he's doing, like it makes a lot of sense as to why he's, you know what I'm saying, been able to get as far as he has. But not even that, just the fact, like, man, he has the energy for it, bro. He has the voice for it. He has the personality for it. He's not scared to jump out there and do things. And it's just like, when I see somebody like that doing it, bro, that just amps me up. Like, when I see you jumping out there and doing stuff, that amp me up. Same thing with E, same thing with Seed. So it's just creating that community, man, and having that network amongst us is just like, bro, it's so dope, man. Same thing with Casey. Like, the fact that Casey can just hit us up anytime and be like, hey, man, I got an idea. Boom. And then we all get to working. So, you know what I'm saying? We really, we've all really built this, like, weird web in a sort of way. Like, I don't know how it came to be. I don't know who started it. It really don't even matter at this point. All I know is, like, we all linked up and we've been rocking, man. And it's just good to see everybody doing their thing. So
Yeah,
man, it's
and
good love.
and then for JD to be already doing like 4 or 5 podcasts, running a network, and like, yo, I'm still gonna do the 4-3 podcast.
Yeah, for real.
You know, so that's definitely dope, man. So
Yeah.
you know, and that's no like, you know what I'm saying? Cause he got his whole thing going. I don't know when him and Siege gonna start back the C podcast,
Right.
but you know, so that's just another podcast there. And then, you know, he got Link in the LLC and all that shit. So everybody's doing shit and they still found time to, you know what I'm saying, to get with us and do the 4-3 podcast, man. So that's definitely dope. And one last thing, man, and we need to do this on the next 4-3 pod. Shout out to Mac City. I don't know if
big time. That song is fire.
If Jamal told him about it, or you know, asked permission, or I don't know how all that went down. But Mac City is actually from where I'm from. We went to school together and all this shit. He's a local rapper around here. He's trying to do his thing, and that's the intro song. You know what I'm saying? It's Mac City.
I like that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that.
Yeah, man. So shout out to him. And while we at it, man, shout out to Hustle Boy. He's still doing his thing too.
Shout out to Hustle Boy too. He's still doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I just seen him. He had a poster. He about to do a show soon, ain't he?
Yeah. At the Brass Monkey. You know what I'm saying? He's still going around doing shows and shit. So shout out to him as well, man.
That's what's up, man. So I know we listed a lot of people, but if you guys is actually still tuned in at this point, make sure you go follow those people, show them some love, man, and you know what I'm saying, just do us that small little favor. I don't really ask for much. I just want you guys to follow and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We ain't asking for no money. We just, you know what I'm saying, asking for your support. So like they say in Hollywood, man, that's a wrap.
Cut.